Hello class 9, today I'm going to start a new chapter and the name of the chapter is Tales of Bhola Grandpa by Manoj Das. Kindly all of you take out your please book to page number 1 and follow the lines as I read out the text and explain you. Bhola Grandpa and his wife lived at the western end of our village. So Bhola Grandpa and his wife used to live in the western end. At the western end. A large bokal tree overshadowed their hut. So there was a large bokal tree which overshadowed. It means it's the tree and here's the hut. In the bokal tree lived a small troop of monkeys. Bhola Grandpa and his wife did not mind it. So in that bokal tree there were troops of monkey and they did not mind it. One moonlit night, we were returning from a festival. So we here is the narrator. So they were returning from the festival. The road was long and foggy. So the road was quite long and it was very foggy. I was riding on the village chowkidar's shoulder. So the narrator was on the shoulder of the village chowkidar. Suddenly, Bhola Grandpa let out a loud wail. So suddenly, Bhola Grandpa, he let out a loud wail. Everyone in our party was surprised. Everyone was surprised. We halted. Halted means they stopped. Inquiry reveals that Bhola Grandpa had taken his grandson to the festival. So inquiry revealed that Bhola Grandpa, he had taken his grandson to the festival. He had tightly held on the two fingers of the boy. So he had quite firmly hold the fingers of the boy, the child. He did not realize when the fingers slipped out. So he did not realize when the fingers slipped. That time what happened, see, Bhola Grandpa was continuing as before. He just continued. Then someone asked Bhola Grandpa what he was gripping, because he was going and if this is the finger, it slipped, but still he was as if he was gripping something. So someone asked that, what are you gripping? What are you holding? Okay, then he remembered his grandson and let out a loud wail. And so, he remembered about his grandson and let out a loud wail. So by this we can understand that Bhola Grandpa has a forgetful nature, right? He used to forget things. My father chose two sharp-eyed men from our party to go back with Bhola Grandpa. Sharp-eyed men who has got better visibility. So they were chosen. So father of the narrator had chosen them in order to go with Bhola Grandpa to the festival. The grandson was found before long. So the grandson was found, and where was he? He had taken a cozy shelter under a cow's belly. So the grandson, he has taken a cozy shelter under the belly of the cow. I remember another funny incident about Bhola Grandpa related by my father. So another incident was there. It had been a rainy afternoon. Bhola Grandpa, wild with excitement, told my father and his friends that he had seen a gang of pirates. So another incident that the narrator remembers is narrated by his father, where his father told that one rainy afternoon, Bhola Grandpa said that, to narrator's father and his friends that I have seen pirates. They were burying a large box under one of the sand dunes on the seashore by our village. So what were the pirates doing? They buried the treasure box, just on the seashore, that is by their village. At once, father and his friends started looking for the hidden treasure. So they started finding for the treasure. Evening passed on to night. So after that, evening passed on to night. Moonlight came in through the clouds. So it became night, moonlight crept in. A pack of jackals were howling. It was past midnight. At this point of time, Bhola Grandpa confessed that there was no real treasure. It was all a dream which he had during the midday nap. So during this time, he, confessed that no, it was nothing like that. Rather, it was his dream that he had seen. So another incident that you can understand, that this man is really having some forgetful nature, and he's a very casual person, right? Next, once Bhola Grandpa had a great adventure in the Sundarban. In those days, Royal Bengal tigers freely roamed the dense jungles of the Sundarbans. People took care to move about all in groups, particularly after sundown. So, during those days, the tigers used to move around freely, and people, they would take great care if they are in groups, and they every time thought that they will be in groups when they will be moving, because they were very afraid of the tigers. One evening, Bhola Grandpa was returning from his weekly market. So one evening, Bhola Grandpa was returning from his weekly market. Suddenly, at a distance of 5 yards, he heard the growl of a Royal Bengal tiger. So he heard the growl of a Royal Bengal tiger. Bhola Grandpa turned and found the bright gaze of the tiger on his face. As he turned, he could see the tiger and the bright gaze of the tiger on his face. Bhola Grandpa instantly climbed up a nearby banyan tree. So he instantly climbed up the banyan tree. The tiger roared. He gave out a loud wail, circled the tree about 100 times, and then he circled round the tree about 100 times. Then it settled down under a bush. Then he settled down under a bush without taking its eyes off him, without taking his eyes off from Bhola Grandpa. With nightfall, the forest grew dark and silent. So with night, when the night came, the forest was dark, it was silent. Bhola Grandpa could hear the tiger beating its tail on the dry leaves. So Bhola Grandpa could hear the tiger swinging his tail and beating on the dry leaves, and it made some kind of a noise. Hours passed. Dawn broke with the cooing of the doves. So it was early morning now. Birds are, cooing. Bhola Grandpa came down. There was a group of men on a mound a little away. So there was a hill and a group of men were there. Bhola Grandpa climbed the mound. Okay. What is mound? It's the, mass above the surface, and it's a large pile. Okay. So, and he climbed out, and he requested the first man he saw for some water to drink. The man had seen the tiger waiting, and Bhola Grandpa just suddenly coming down from the tree and asking the man, was surprised that how could Bhola Grandpa not even get afraid of that tiger, that beast who was just under the bush. So he was confused. Bewildered means confused. And he asked, what is your secret that you simply walked past the hungry beast and it did nothing? He asked Bhola Grandpa. So he asked that, what is your secret? How did it happen that you walked past him and, the tiger did not do anything? The tiger was stretching its limbs and yawning. Means the tiger was also sleeping, so it was just stretching and yawning. Then Bhola Grandpa remembered about the tiger and he looked at it. Bhola Grandpa almost lost his senses in fear. He ran back home. So he almost lost his senses and he ran back home. That is it. Then he remembered about the tiger. Previously, he completely forgot about the tiger. So children, this is your first chapter, Bhola Grandpa. Next, half a century later, many days later, Bhola Grandpa left us. So he died forever one morning at the age of 95. His 80-year-old wife lamented much. So she was very sad and she lamented. She said with a relief, like this. The man, I mean, not relief, not that, oh my god, this person has died. No, not like that. Relief in breath, okay, like giving out a breath. She said, the old man must have forgotten to breathe. The old man must have forgotten to breathe. So, children, this is Bhola Grandpa, the first chapter that you have. Along with this video, you will get one PDF attached. Kindly write down the question and answer in your classwork copy and submit it on time. I hope you really like the chapter and face no difficulties. Thank you.